Have you ever wondered if everything we've been told about Christmas is the truth? What if the holiday we celebrate with joy, gifts, and family dinners is built on a foundation far from the biblical narrative? Could it be that this festive day we hold so dear is part of a greater manipulation that stretches back thousands of years? Today, we're unraveling the origins of Christmas, exposing the pagan rituals it stems from, and questioning how these traditions crept into Christian practices. Stay with us until the end as we dive deep into ancient texts, biblical accounts, and the economic machine driving this holiday to this day. This might just change the way you see Christmas forever. The idea of celebrating Jesus' birth on December 25th is ingrained in Christian culture. Yet, when we turn to the Bible for clues about his birth, an entirely different picture emerges. The Gospel of Luke gives us a key detail. Shepherds were in the fields, watching over their flocks at night when the angels announced the birth of Jesus. Historically, shepherds in Israel wouldn't be in the fields in late December, as the cold and rainy season made it impractical. This points to a time likely in early autumn or late spring for the Nativity. So why, then, December 25th? The answer lies not in the Bible, but in ancient pagan festivals. The Roman festival of Saturnalia, held in late December, honored Saturn, the god of agriculture. This was a time of feasting, gift-giving, and merriment. Sound familiar? Around the same time, the Roman cult of Mithras celebrated the birth of their sun god on, yes, December 25th. These traditions predate Christianity, and as the early church sought to expand, they adopted and repurposed these dates. The reasoning was strategic. Aligning Christian celebrations with existing pagan festivals made conversion easier for non-Christians. But what does that say about the authenticity of the date? Let's talk about one of the most iconic symbols of Christmas, the decorated tree. While today it's adorned with twinkling lights and colorful ornaments, its origins are far more symbolic and shocking. Ancient pagans revered evergreen trees as symbols of fertility and life during the barren winter months. In Norse and Germanic pagan traditions, trees were brought into homes and decorated, often with representations of male fertility. Yes, phallic symbols. The spherical ornaments that we hang today are reminiscent of those objects. These rituals were offerings to their gods, meant to ensure abundance and fertility in the coming year. Over time, this practice was absorbed into Christian celebrations, stripped of its pagan meaning but retaining its visual allure. The pagan elements don't stop there. The Yule log, mistletoe, and even the idea of feasting during the season all find their roots in ancient customs meant to honor gods and spirits during the darkest days of the year. These symbols and traditions were seamlessly integrated into Christmas, creating a hybrid holiday that felt familiar and comforting to converts while serving the Church's agenda. Now, let's turn to the broader implications of this holiday. The early Church's decision to co-opt pagan rituals wasn't just about easing conversions. It was also a tool for control. By creating a unified holiday, the Church solidified its influence, dictating how and when people would celebrate. This manipulation extended over centuries, evolving into what we see today. A holiday not just about faith, but about consumption. The commercialization of Christmas, driven by industries eager to profit, feeds into our desires and insecurities. We are bombarded with advertisements urging us to buy the perfect gifts, often leading us into financial strain that lasts well beyond the holiday season. The true essence of Christmas, love, kindness, and generosity, gets buried under the weight of materialism. Think about it. How often do we stress over buying presents, hosting lavish dinners, and creating picture-perfect moments, only to end up exhausted, broke, and disconnected from the holiday's supposed meaning. This isn't just coincidence. It's a system designed to keep us consuming. Corporations thrive on our participation, and the cultural narrative ensures we feel obligated to play along. But what if we chose differently? So, how does all of this affect us today? The traditions we uphold, many of which have no connection to Christ's teachings, shape how we spend our time, energy, and money. They distract us from the spiritual and emotional core of what the holiday could be. Instead of honoring the birth of Christ through acts of kindness, reflection, and gratitude, we're drawn into a cycle of overindulgence and debt. Yet, there's hope. By understanding the origins of these practices, we can reclaim the holiday and align it with its true purpose. Here's the climax of our journey. We have the power to redefine Christmas. Instead of letting the holiday define us, we can embrace the values Christ taught: compassion, humility, and love. Use this time to connect deeply with those around you, to give not out of obligation but out of genuine care. Replace material gifts with acts of service or meaningful experiences. And most importantly, resist the pressure to conform to the consumer-driven narrative. This shift in perspective is not just liberating, it's transformative. As we close, let this be your invitation. This Christmas, step away from the chaos and return to the heart of the holiday. Reimagine what it means to celebrate, not as the world dictates, but as Christ inspires. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to share it. Subscribe to this channel for more thought-provoking explorations. Leave your comments below, and share this video with those you care about. Together, let's spark a movement to bring meaning back into Christmas. Thank you for watching, and may your holiday season be filled with peace, joy, and a renewed sense of purpose.